Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm back with part 3 of today's message because I was led to do this guidance reading for this. Down the left-hand side is the divine counterpart, and down this side is for us. If you're watching this video and you feel that you're on a twin flame, soul-to-soul path. And then the overall message as well. So these are guidance from Spirit Animal, Native Spirit, and also the Work Your Light Oracle. And then the overall message is divine timing and to follow your inner compass, your true north. So I will share what they are because, again, I think that it gives such a big insight into both what's going on for us and what's going on for our divine counterparts as well. So, spirit animal for the divine counterpart is the moss spirit, and that is to surrender. To surrender to this process of awakening. And for us, it is the wolf spirit, which is turn knowledge into wisdom. So we've had a lot of messages around the owl recently, and that's all about inner wisdom. And so it is, as we're becoming more and more knowledgeable around what this journey is, what the vibration of the planet is doing, we're able to turn that knowledge into wisdom by going within. So the Moss Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with Spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that has become a compulsion or an addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when Moss Spirit appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit, workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty or even to a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all the other pursuits that might matter to you. Now is a time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your divine drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your Moss Spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. So that is really interesting because, of course, on this journey of awakening, because everything is sort of falling away. You have addictions, bad habits, all of those things get heightened. And of course, there is this panic that, you want to hold on to them, right? So that is why I can see why they are the divine counterparts are getting that Moss Spirit to be with them, to help them to surrender, to help them let go. It's okay. We know it's a scary path to take because, of course, all of what we know has to fall away. So the message for us, the Wolf Spirit, is Wolf Spirit leads you deep into the enchanted forest that holds the secrets to your life. Can you sense her beckoning you to follow, asking you to take all you have learned and all you are learning and make it yours? Can you integrate it all into your body, mind, and spirit? Whatever lessons you learned along the way, do not leave them unexamined. Be loyal to your dreams, to your soul, and to turning knowledge into wisdom and experience into magic. You are the one you have been waiting for. Be still and know that the sound of your heart beats in harmony with the whole world. The appearance of Wolf Spirit is an auspicious omen that says you are truly in alignment with your destiny. Oh, so that's good. We are truly in alignment with our destiny. For our divine counterparts, they are basically being told to shine a light on all of that, everything that they need to surrender to, surrendering the old ways of life, the bad habits, the addictions, all of the stuff that gets stripped away on this journey of awakening. So the message is for native spirit, for the divine counterpart is spirit of air, which is this: clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You are being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out mental clutter and breathe. All is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Take care of details, pay attention, and don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you, so open your mind to see a situation in a new light. The nature spirit wants you to know that the spirit of air represents the mental aspect of your life. It is the part that has the capacity to discern, analyze, organize, evaluate, and judge. Though seemingly subtle and unseen, air is composed of the most rarefied energy fields, and we're in constant communion with the vast universe through our breath. The spirit of air carries the energy of change and transformation, inspiration, aspiration, mental clarity, freedom, perception, communion, and communication. The element of air also allows you to see situations from a higher perspective. This card can indicate that it's time to do some major clutter clearing and organizing. And the journey of the card is this: one of the most direct and powerful ways to receive messages from spirit is through the air spirit. The Cherokee people and many other native tribes believe that the winds were messengers sent by the Creator, and they carried information from the sacred realms. When you go outdoors, notice the movement of the across your skin. Whether it is the subtle breeze or the powerful wind of a storm, take a moment to stop and listen. Get a sense of what messages it might have for you. So, they're being told, aren't they? Get rid of the clutter in your life. And for us, it's grandmother energy. I knew this was going to come up. Grandmother spirit has been so strong recently. Really, really powerful grandmother presence around. And that has been around for a few months. So Grandmother Earth. Stop and take measure of your life. This is the guidance for us. Assess who you are and where you are. So get grounded. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you are ready and feel secure in stepping forward. There is a profound source of strength and power within you, and it is expanding now. Put your roots down. This is the time of preparation and going deeper. The nature spirit wants you to know that Grandmother Earth provides the trees, the plants, the flowers, the rivers, the streams, the oceans, the mountains, and the valleys, and supports us all with her bounty. She's stable and strong in her devotion to us. You are supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it. Strength is growing within you, so don't rush. Slow down. The seeds that you plant now will bring abundance in the future, but only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings. Take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. Security and protection surround you because you are safe. If you're thinking of making secure financial investments and receive this card, it's telling you that this is a good time to do so. It's not a time to take risks. The journey is to deepen your connection to Grandmother Earth and bring security in all forms into your life. Walk barefoot on the earth. Place your hands in the earth or make investments. Imagine the strengthening, grounding energy of the earth filling you and your life. So this is actually on page 57. 57 is there's a baked beans, Heinz baked beans, number 57. And my grandmother always used to sing a song which was beans, beans, good for your heart. So there you go, grandmother energy, like I say, coming through so strongly. Right, the work your light. So for the divine counterpart, it's very strong around saying surrender, let go of what isn't serving you anymore, those addictions, those bad habits, whatever it is. You know, it's different for each person, but basically that's what they're very strongly being guided to, because ultimately their soul is calling them to journey home. So the guidance for them is, where are they being called to? And they're being called to go home. So the Celtic word Imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or you are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages for you in the future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you're being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. Interesting. So my twin has got a virtual reality, which also makes me laugh because the double meaning behind it as well, the VR. But basically, he contacted me to say that he has been doing mindfulness and sort of guided meditations through his VR, which I was just like, oh, that's brilliant. So, whichever way, they are being called to journey into their soul. So, may seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets for lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served, and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. Okay, so beautiful message. So their soul is calling them, and whichever way that's playing out, like I said, my twin contacted me to say that he's got a VR, and on the VR he's doing yoga and mindfulness. So whichever works, whatever works. So the next one for us, the guidance is the ever unfolding rose, which I always love to see because probably if you're watching this video and you resonate with my videos, then we're all part of the rose lineage. And as healers in past lives in Atlantis. So it's always a beautiful card to get, just as a reminder of our past as healers on this earth, using the essence of the rose, and just to remember that this is happening for us, not to us. So the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it might be, life is happening for you, not to you. So yesterday I did a Whatssup conversation, and the question that I asked is, what is this doing for us now? What is this doing for us spiritually? And we had the blessing card, the blessed. This relationship is blessed. So I just noticed that it is coming through again, that, this is a blessing that's happening for you to grow into your soul. So to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you to be open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. And the Work Your Light activation is, everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. So the message for us is, again, to call in grandmother energy to help us. This is happening to us. happening for us. And for the divine counterpart, they are being called on a journey home. They are being called to surrender the old ways of being. And ultimately, what's all this? How is this all going to happen? Because we are being told to follow our true north compass, our inner compass. As long as you orientate your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you will never be lost. So you're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements cannot help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your favor, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. So, and the final message was, this is all in the hands of the divine tick-tock clock. So ultimately, keep following the call of your soul, keep journeying towards the light, keep doing what you're doing, because when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening right now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. So, love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know that love is always right on time? So that is the underlying message for both of the guidance for both of us. So just to recap, the main message is it's all handled in divine timing. Just keep following your compass, keep following your true north, follow your heart, because what's been happening now is this big shift to surrender, to trust in that we've got to let things go, to trust that all of this is happening because we are journeying back towards the soul, and to trust that basically this is all happening for us, not to us. And we're all heading more and more towards the light. So I hope that helps. If you want a healing, a reading, a channeled letter, if you want any of my services, then all details are in the description box. I'd be very happy to help. But in the meantime, stay well, stay bright. Bye.